A minute early. We're good to go? Hi everyone, excuse the slight echoing noise down the stairs. We are in the Primus Showroom here at A Perry. Welcome to our Facebook Live day where we've really enjoyed showing everyone around our showrooms. This morning we had the hardware ranges and equestrian, and this afternoon is the turn of our Primus brand to give you a walk through our ranges that we're offering this year, introduce you to us as a business, and get to know our customers and just gradually get a bit more interaction and communication to try and get a bit of a relationship and understanding what we can do. I'm Ian Donaker, Sales Director for the Perry brands. A quick background to Primus as a range, for any of you that may or may not know us. Primus came to fruition about 5 years ago as an extension to our hardware ranges, and predominantly we've been at Glee, we've been at Spring Fair, we've picked up a good customer base over the last 5 years. Last year, through the COVID lockdown, we managed and decided to completely restructure the business. Now we have a 10-strong team of 8 covering all across the UK. Dedicated internal sales managers looking after the Primus brand, and we really took it on a level to take advantage of our 110,000 square feet distribution centre which we have here, and really to bring some innovative and unique products to the garden centre and the gift range with garden decor. So we do have a big background in ironmongery previously, but now we're going into the garden hardware. So I'd like to introduce you to our marketing team who will in detail show you all the ranges available from stock as we are now, and hopefully any questions that you've got as the afternoon goes on, please interact with the marketing team. Patrick, our commercial sales manager, will be feeding them to Steve, so we can interact with the customers and get to know each other a bit better. So come this way. So welcome into the Primus showroom that was bespoke built for Primus about 3 years ago now. I'll introduce you to our head of marketing, Steve Perry, who is fundamentally responsible for a lot of the products and ranging that's been done to date, along with Patrick, our commercial sales manager, who will be feeding him your questions. So please get to know them and ask away. Over to you.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So as Ian said, this is our Primus showroom. So I'm here to give you a bit of a whistle-stop tour of everything that Primus is. There's a lot of new products that we've developed this year. So I'm going to go through every one of them with you. Only briefly, because we haven't got a huge amount of time. So please, if I go over anything too quickly, if you have any questions, ask, I'll go back to it and we can make sure everyone is clued up by the end of this hour. So if you want to come on through, I will start off with our licensed products, something we are very proud to be a part of, several licensed brands. So starting with Peppa Pig. So we recently signed a deal for Peppa Pig. Start of this year, we launched this range. So we've got 5 designs. The products won New Product Award, New Product of the Year award in Glee, and also Best of British award as well. So the range consists of obviously Peppa, her little brother George. We've got Susie Sheep, Rebecca Rabbit, and Gerald Giraffe. You can tell I'm into it. So all of them are this little kind of bobbling feature. So the arms wobble, the body wobbles, and absolute favourite for kids. So for all new products, I mean, this is probably our, I would say, most successful launch of the year. So starting with the best of the beginning. I do want to say one thing before we move on. A bit of an exclusive for you guys. We're actually we are in the middle of developing a range of Peppa Pig gardening tools for children. So right in the middle of doing that right now. It's exclusive, nobody knows about that, so just for you guys. And that's something we will be releasing in start of next year. So watch your space, a lot more will be coming about that. But yeah, a nice range of children's gardening tools. Moving on then, sticking with licensing, we have our incredibly popular range of Arbon animations licenses. So the very first thing we started with in terms of licensing was Sean Sheep. So we started with Sean and his mate Timmy a couple of years ago, and they've only ever grown from strength to strength. Start of last year, we also launched our grommet sculpture. So all of these, I mean, pretty much everything. If you don't know much about Primus, pretty much everything we do is we've got a tagline which is handcrafted gifts for the home and garden, which basically means that everything that we produce is either handmade, hand welded, and finished. So it's kind of crafted with an element of a human. So every piece is unique, a bit different, and most things are made out of metal. Like sculptures are all made out of metal. Brand new for this year as well is our latest licensed item, which is Feathers for Brawl, the very popular character from the Wallace and Gromit series. If you've ever seen it, he is the anti-hero penguin, which has a few disputes with Wallace and Gromit. So he is one of the last things to come in this year. He'll be in, I think that'll be end of this month. Actually, we've got a lot of pre-orders for him. So yeah, they'll be landing soon. We'll also mention our merchandisers. So quite a simple way of doing it. We've got these pallet wraps branded with Primus, dual branded Primus, and also Sean and Timmy Time. So those are available. This is just a hollow step. And obviously we've got the FSDU there for Pepper as well, if you didn't see before. It's just a nice way of displaying the products. All it takes is two check pallets go inside this, and it's nice and easy and nice and effective, and gets a brand across. You obviously need to really shout about the fact that it's a licensed product, and that's what draws in the customers. Same with Pepper. Lastly, on our licensing ranges, we're very proud to work with the RSPB charity with this range of hand-carved wooden birds. So all of these are made by FSC certified wood, hand-carved, hand-painted, as you can see. Incredible detail there. Hopefully you can see that anyway, in Wadsy's steady hands. So quite a few nice selling points about these. As obviously got the charity element with RSPB, the FSC certified, so they're made from renewable sources. You've got every single one of them is individually boxed like so, and it's 100% non-plastic, so made out of card, and it's all completely recycled. We also all come with this instant CDU, which is just a nice way to pop them out of the box and they're straight into a merchandise and go straight onto your shelf. So it's a nice way of doing it. And we have released a few new designs of this as well to keep the range fresh. So yeah, that's a nice popular range for us in the last year or so, which we've been developing. So that's all licensing. So I'm going to go over a few of our new products, bestsellers, and is there any questions at this point?
Not yet, so keep them coming, guys. If you've got any questions, please shout up.
Yeah, please do. So, new products then. So, I'll go over this side actually, sorry. Starting with something I'm personally quite excited about is Dinosaurs. So these are handmade, handcrafted metal dinosaurs, and quite a substantial size and weight. Again, great detail in them. So we've got 4 designs, and they've literally just landed. So, if you wanted to now, we can probably get them by the end of the week. So we obviously got the T-Rex, Styracosaurus, Stegosaurus, and I'm missing one. Triceratops is the one I'm missing. And again, we've utilised the pallet wrap as well, the branded pallet wrap, as what he's showing you. They all go on this nice pallet wrap display. So really quite attention grabbing in your garden centre. And these actually just lost out to New Product Award in Glee last year to Peppa Pig. So these came runner up in the New Product Award in 2020 in the last Glee Awards. Okay, moving again over this way. So we'll go into our range of 5 pits. So we want to do 5 pits for last year or so, and obviously it's a big category. We decided to just kind of dip a toe in the water with a couple of new designs, and we are, well, we're quite cost effective. So these are only retail of £49.99. They all come in this nice retail friendly, mail order safe packaging. So all you need to do as a if you're a drop shipper or e-commerce business, just need to slap a label on that. So it's nice and easy. And we will be developing more fire pits for next year and developing right now. So we just started with these couple of designs, and we've actually already, since the start of the season, saw how well it was going. So we've actually developed this third design as well. So we're calling this our 1 meter deluxe. So it's actually a little bit bigger than this size here. So this is about 80 centimeters. The actual one will be a little bigger. We're just waiting for a final sample. But that'll be coming in. We've sold out the first couple of containers. Next range to land is June, I believe, with some more coming in July as well. So yeah, get your pre-orders on now if you haven't already, because we're going incredibly fast. Moving into more about birds. So we've always done like animal sculptures and bird sculptures here at Primus, but we really have expanded our range this year. So I'll quickly go over. So we've got the owls, you've got more parrots, little budgies. The ones you can get close to see the detail. Wait, can you step? Okay. And we also have developed this range of new bird designs, small bird designs. So all of these come in two sizes. You've got the life-like size here. And then you've got the larger sizes as well. So all four designs. So you've got the blue tit, goldfinch, house sparrow, and robin as well. And this stand really is developed for the small birds. So you can fit 36. No, that sounds too light. Is it 48 or is it? I think 48 designs from this. Might be 64 actually. But a lot of products anyway you can get on this. And even though you can fit the larger ones on, it's primarily designed for the small birds, and those are all in stock now. Also developing these birds on perch as well. So just a nice unique feature. So they can hang on a branch, hang on a pergola, some kind of outdoor structure. So just adds a bit of character to the garden, stands out, and adds a bit of colour. Okay. I'm talking about some of the larger birds now. So we've got these 3 peacock designs. This one was already arranged, and we have developed a couple of new sizes and designs for this year as well. As you can see, flamingos have been popular for the last couple of years, and we've done flamingos for the last couple of years as well. This year we have discontinued our old ones to recreate them, redesign them to an incredibly lifelike style. So there's 2 different sizes, a mommy and a baby one. But as Wadzi will show you again, the detail, we've really tried to really maintain that quality. So rather than getting a very cheap, tacky one from your local D&M, we're advocating a much higher quality of product, and that goes for a lot of things in Primus. We don't stand for the cheap and tatty items, metal items, which you can get from places. We're all about quality, and we find that that's what garden centres want. We want a nice quality design, so it's going to last some time. Really make a difference to a garden. Lastly, in the bird sculptures, we've got this series of verdigris items. So we've got the set 3 different ones. So these are really nice pieces with a nice antique finish.
Mary's asked us a really valid question. Thanks for joining us. You mentioned recycled packaging on the RSPB birds. She's asking that on metal products, are they eco-friendly? Yeah, so I mean, that is a good question. So we are all about eco-friendly at Primus, and we're really working hard. At Perry's, not just Primus, but we're really working hard on our packaging to make everything as eco-friendly as possible. The actual products themselves, I mean, they are metal, so they are recyclable. Obviously, there's no lead or anything used in the paint, but they're obviously just all they are. It's quite simple. They're made out of raw steel and powder coated, and then treated with it's a weatherproof powder coat,
and then with an extra layer of paint on top of it. So it's quite a simple product at the end of the day. In 4 years' time, after they finish the life cycle, they can be knocked down and put into recycling. That wouldn't be a problem at all. But obviously, they're designed to last. They're not designed to last a year and then in landfill. That's not what we're all about. Hopefully, that answers your question, Merritt. Okay. While you're there, actually, we'll go over some of our wall art items. So perhaps our best-selling product, especially of last year, is our range of quite simple butterfly designs. So all these are just a flat piece of metal with a print on top of them. Very cost effective. They retail for about $7.49. And they all come in a nice retail plastic-free presentation box, which unfortunately I don't have it anymore. But they were perhaps our best-selling product of last year, so incredibly popular. Going in the theme of wall art, we've released a few more butterflies in smaller designs, again on the plastic-free card, even the cable ties made out of paper. And so if we're trying to do from a merchandising point of view for wall art is to create some way of hanging it so you're able to display it easier. And we always try to look at that when we're packaging products. 3 dragonfly designs here. Again, all of that comes on a backing card as well, which I'll think of example later on. Okay, and while we're talking about wall art, I will point you in the direction of this way so I can show you our latest silhouette designs and garden mirrors. So starting with the mirrors, so brand new range to us this year. Never done garden mirrors before, but we've got quite a few designs. So these are all laser cut with thick metal with a mirror on the back of them. So there's a definite trend in the gardens right now. People wanting mirrors and as decorative items to the garden. Especially ones this size, where it adds it's so big it almost adds another dimension to your garden, expands it a little bit, makes it a little bit bigger, and it's really nice decorative finish to it rather than just kind of basic wall art. You've got something a little bit different there. Going into the more of a decorative item, so we've got the antique finishes there. Patrick, are you able to grab that box there, just so I can show how these are all packaged? So this is an example of how our mirrors are packaged. So every one of them is packed in polystyrene, encased in polystyrene, which I know isn't very good for the environment, but unfortunately for mirrors, you need a way of packaging to make sure they arrive without being damaged. So this is just a nice way of displaying the items.
So far, we haven't had any issues.
That's pretty impressive, being that we have sold several hundred right now. At the start of the year, it is a very potentially damageable item. And personally, I've bought mirrors for my garden. I've ordered 3 of them because the first 2 come damaged and you have to get a replacement. So it's nice that we've been able to find that solution to be able to supply without any breakages. So as I touched on there, we've got more silhouette designs. You might not be able to see from there, but so all these are they come in both mirror finish, or mirrored backing, and without as well. So you've got a straight silhouette piece of wall art there, and with a mirror as well. So you've got best of both worlds. These ones come in they all come retail individually boxed. This one has like an open window box. This one obviously closed because it's got to be protected. They all are individually retail friendly packaged.
Got some fans on the dinosaurs.
Joining me. Okay. Next up, we have our range of planters. So a mix of metal and resin. I'll go particularly in the resin because these have been popular. We developed these start of last year, and they've been really, really well received. They are all frost-proof and weather resistant, UV protected, all that sort of stuff. So they're not hollow like a lot of resin is. They are solid resin, and so it's a nice range of planters there. Again, all of those are individually boxed as well for safe packing reasons. hopefully you got most of those.
The question just come through. Are the resin planters individually boxed or?
Yeah, so all of those, all planters are individually packed, with the exception actually of these very small ones. So these are boxed in fours. Everything else is individually boxed, and the minimum pack quantity of fours or sixes. But yeah, everyone is individually classified. Okay. I'll stop you just there while we talk about stakes. So we've got a lot of stakes here and a few more here as well. So these are almost all of these are brand new again to our range. So you did see the birds over there. So all the birds on without a stake also come with a stake as well. So you've got the small birds on stake and also the larger on stake as well. So I believe these are just landed in stock. So yeah, so these are available right now. So again, you've got basically 8 in total, or plus this one as well.
Someone's asked if they're an online retailer, do you provide any marketing help, i.e. images, videos for the product range?
A very good question. Yes, we do. So we're really, because of the nature of the item, they're so visual. You need to be able to see them, and you need to really be able to see them in location, in situ as well. So for almost every item, but for the vast majority of items, we have studio images with a white background, and we also have location photography as well. And all of that is available on primus.co.uk website. If you're not, I think you do need a login to be able to download it all. So if you haven't got a login, then just go on and register today. Or just request one. If you're already a customer of ours, haven't got a login to our site, really easy for us to set you up, and we can do that. And then there's a place on our website, landing page on the website where you can download it all. So nice and easy. You don't have to download everything, but it's all split up by category. So if you only wanted garden sculptures, for instance, we can just do garden sculptures. Okay. Sticking with the stakes then for now. We do have merchandising solutions for it all. So here's some examples. Starting with we've got 2 smaller designs with poppies and with daffodils, and they don't come in this as standard, but we can supply these card CDUs, FSDUs, what is it, polystyrene in it, that really does do a job to display them. You can get 24 designs on the small one of the small stakes, and these do fit any of our stake items. One thing I will say about the poppies, we've got Remembrance Sunday coming up, and it feels like a long time away, but it will come around quickly. So we've got a limited amount of stock available for the poppies. I think only about 2,000 units left. So we won't be able to get any more in. So if you do want them, place your orders so we can make sure we can secure your stock today, because they will sell out. Just a bit of a heads up. So we've got the larger or medium flower stakes there, and if you want to come over, we have got the toadstools. So we've got 3 sizes of the quite vivid toadstools, 3 sizes in 3 colours. So again, these wooden stands are available as well. You could use the carved ones, but these are available too, obviously depending on the order quantity and volume. Okay, while we're on toadstools, I'll talk to you about a different type of toadstool. So we have this, we'll call our tinting toadstools. So these have been incredibly popular. We've launched these this year, and they've gone down really, really well. They all come in an instant CDU. So they're safe packed, they come in instant CDU, so we need to pop them off, stick them all in, and lob them on the shelf. These are also merchandisers are available to order, depending on order quantity. But I think you only need to order 4 or 5 cartons of them, and we'll throw in a free of charge FSCU. So it's a really nice and nice way of displaying them. And we've got the mini ones down here as well. So these have a modeling design to them. They're all individually priced as well. Makes your job a little easier. Okay. We can go into this merchandiser. So this is a great display because you can fit a lot of different products on there. Wall art, as I said, this is an example of how we are. It's just a very example of how we're packaging most of the wall art items. We've also got these pop hangers as well. So we do these items in wall art as well. We'll go there, and then we got stakes which fit on the bottom, and more of these pot hanger designs. Now, if you like these designs, we also do in a different option, which are even more popular than these. I will show you that in a second. So if you can turn this way, we've got a range of what we call the Bobbin Bells. So these are all essentially almost like a bit of a wind chime type thing, where as the wind catches them, they bob them down, and the toes tinkle. So as silly as it sounds, they've been incredibly popular for us this year. Sold out the first couple of containers so far, and this merchandise is available as well. You can get this is a really versatile merchandise. You can get a lot of stock on it. You can actually get about double the amount of stock that we're showing today. So and anything that's hanged, we'll make sure we can fit it on this. It's all the arms are adjustable, and you can get 3 products per arm, and there's 12 arms, so it's 36 products per shelf. So get a lot of product from there. Okay. Any questions so far, Patrick? Okay.
Yeah, we've got one from Mary. Can you repeat the things you said about the plant stakes are resupplied?
For plant stakes, are we? Oh, you're talking about these? Okay, I think were you talking when I said about supply of these? I think maybe. I'll recap anyway. So I was specifically talking about our poppies. As Remembrance Sundays coming up the next obviously few months. So we are pre-ordering these now. We've only got about 2,000 left. It might be less than that now. So and we won't be able to order any more in. So it's you basically get your orders in as soon as you can. They're boxed in 24s, I want to say, and they're priced at I want to say £2.90, £2.50, something along those lines. So it's a nice price item. Retail for about £6.
If you let us know where you're from, Mary, we'll get some prices sent over to you confirmed.
Yep. Okay. Let me know if I didn't answer that question. If there's something else. Okay. Quickly show you our signs. So as Father's Day is coming up, 22nd, I believe, or 20th of June, these are going to be popular. So we've got quite a few designs, and it's nice, easy solution. So just a basic sort of sign, which obviously is very much on trend right now with everybody in lockdown, building their own man caves and bars and sheds. So these are no doubt going to have been a winner for this season. So I think we've got stock of practically every one of them. Bar, I know there's one out of stock one, but everything else is in. So yeah, I ordered today to make sure I don't miss out. Okay. Next over to wind chimes. I can show this way. So probably this is my favourite new range that we developed this year, and because of kind of how long it took and the results of the actual products now that we delivered. I'm really happy with how it found. So this is a brand called Harmonies, which we developed, and it's a range of musically tuned wind chimes. So personally, never been a fan of wind chimes until I came across these items, and I fell in love with them, and I've got one design in my garden right now. And if I can kind of bring you a bit closer, I can show you some of the sounds. So we've got a couple of key designs, and each one of those designs different sizes, different colours. So this is what's called the concerto. So it's all Trump harmonies, this is the concerto range. So if I don't know if you can. So it's real deep sound. And obviously, every size will have a different sound. So we go smaller. Which one? Softer sound. Hopefully the iPad's picking it up. I can kind of send you around this way. I can show you a few more designs. So next up, we have a range of coloured wind chimes. So we've got red, blue, green, and rose gold. The reason why I developed these in colour is because I've never come across any wind chimes with any colour to them. They're always quite don't know what it is, but quite mellow and dull designs with the colours very. So we've created something which is a bit more vibrant. The idea is that if you've got, say for example, outside I've got it in my garden, I might have green furniture or green accents. Well, this is just going to complement your accents to your garden, so wind chime can match what's going on outside. So we only do these in one size, which I should say. Still nice soft sound. Okay. Bringing it around here, we've got the Dante range. So the big difference, well, several differences with this one to the others is the wooden platform and wind catcher, and this actually has 9 bells. So it's a lot more of a much more delicate sound. With the concerto was quite deep sounding. This is more spinner tunes, but a lot more of them. So if I can, so hopefully that's picking up. One thing I should say is they all have this nice, neat stopper. So as you can see that, so I just pinch that here, and I just raise it, and now it does make a noise. So nice way to, if it is getting on your nerves or neighbours' nerves, then you can always pause it until the wind slows down. But we do obviously smaller items. So much softer sounding. I think I put Patrick to sleep. And we've just got the 2 colours in this range as well. And lastly, on wind chimes, we do a decorative. So these aren't musically tuned. These are just visually nice and a nice tinkling sort of sound. So these are laser cut, a thick steel. So we do these in 4 ranges or 4 patterns. So a tree of life, a bee, a butterfly, and then a fairy here as well. And then to go with this range, we also have the same with this glass effect. It's acrylic, but it's stunning. And obviously, being acrylic, it's shatterproof. And then with surrounded by a laser cut metal silhouette. So hummingbird, bee, butterfly, and blue tip there as well. Okay. Okay. Before we go into anything else, just want to quickly show you the presentation box. So each of these are individually boxed, except for the decorative ones. So this is a Dante chorus and concerto. All the musically tuned ones are more expensive ones. They come in this really nice retail-friendly gift box. As a total package, if you're interested in this full display, it can be yours for £2,000. You get so much stuff in it. You can stock on the sides. You can stock in the shelves. You can obviously present the items on top as well, because these kind of things people need to hear to be able to before they can buy. So obviously we would always recommend getting a couple out there. And what you find is people don't even take the box ones. People take the ones on here. So don't worry about throwing away the boxes, because these will still sell. But as a full package, you're talking about £2,000. It's majority 2,000, and majority of that is in stock right now. So. Any questions, Patrick? All good? Now, as a different display, apologies if you can hear some background noise. This is live, obviously, and going on over literally through that wall is our manufacturing unit. So you might have a bit of background noise from that, so apologies, but we're trying to get your orders out, so I can't stop them from working. I'm sure you'll agree. So as well as this very big display, which not everyone's going to have the space for something like that, we do have another option for wind chimes, and that's again using this. We call it an umbrella stand. There's a lot of products on there. As a full package, this is really great if you just want to stock the more decorative items. We've got 8 different variations of the decorative ones, and if you stock all of that, it's just under £400. But obviously, we've done it so you can also display standard musically tuned ones as well. So it's a nice option there for if you didn't want to commit to the full shebang of the £2,000 one. Okay, just to show how varied the display is for we've just got a few other items. Everything that hangs can go on one of these umbrella stands. So it's we've also got these. These are quite neat. You've got the birdhouse and bird feeder, which again hangs nicely on this display. We'll open it up. Obviously, put your feed in there. That'll actually back on, and then I'll just hang it. So really funky tiki bar lanterns. And we also have a caravan and camper van designs as well. And you've seen these before, but just to show how they potentially could be merchandised. Okay.
Question about the parrots, are they in stock now?
If they're not in stock, then our final containers are due in this by the end of this month. So I'm not specifically sure on that. We'll get back to you. They might be one of the last ones to come in. Just give you a bit of information on our stock situation. So due to COVID and backlog of issues and the perfect storm, everything was due to come in by the start of end of January, beginning of February, but there's just issues. So certain things have just been landing throughout the season. Majority of things came in earlier, but there are still a few things which are still waiting to come in. These I know we're on one of the last shipments, so if they're not in now, it's literally stock coming in every day. So if not in now, they will be soon. Same like the dinosaurs have just landed in, got a load of back order, so been busy getting all those out. But yes, stock is coming in. Okay,
Good.
If I can step it back a little bit, and I'll briefly before we go into Christmas. Some of you might already know that we do a range of high-end wall art. This is predominantly indoor, although they are weatherproof to a degree. But we've got what we call the gallery brand, so a range of high-end hand-painted, laser cut 3D sculptures to go on the wall. So you need to get close to be able to see the relief. So they're all individually hand painted. So really nice effect to them. Perfect. And while you're there, actually, also got these sculptures as well. So incredibly heavy duty, using thick material. Again, hand painted, hand welded. So again, part of the gallery range, predominantly for indoors. And we've just got a few sculptures there. And as you rotate and look behind you, eventually you'll see another elephant design, which is it. And we've just got this elephant design here. Okay. Last thing for me then, really, before I touch on a couple of things that I might have missed over there, I'll talk about our Christmas range. So this is the first time Primus has really done a proper selected Christmas range. So we've got a nice selection here. If I kind of quickly go through it all, and then we can see it more in action. But starting with this range. So these are all individually handcrafted, hand painted, vintage metal vehicles. So we'll get in. This is probably my favourite one. So you can really see the detail on that. So all of these items will be individually boxed in a retail-friendly window box. It's going to be made out of pure craft paper, card. So it's not. There's going to be zero plastic in it again. We'll turn the lights off in a little bit so you can actually see how they do light up, get a better idea of it. So in this range, we've got quite a lot of designs, but there's three sizes. In most things, you've got the top shelf is the small, medium, and large. So give you an idea of size comparison. So you've got incredibly deep, so detailed for something so small. And then you got the medium, and then this will be the larger one. So something for everybody, hopefully that. Sticking with our Christmas theme then, some more metal characters design. So we've got these guys, which are all skiing, and then the same things which are on this this spring. So nice, quirky old designs there. So there's 4 designs in range. You've got letters to Santa, mailboxes, that kind of thing, which are always going to be popular around Christmas. There's another Santa box over here as well. So this one fixes onto a wall. So like that. And these quirky little designs. So there's actually 5 in the range here. So all these bubble. And we're producing a merchandiser unit for these as well. So an easy way to display all those items. I'll go into gonks in a second, but before I do, we've also got these really nice glass LED illuminated lights. So we've got trees designs there. We've also got a couple of different jars as well, and you'll fully see them when the light goes off. In fact, Patrick, if you would do that now, you want to kind of so you can see. Hopefully, that gives you a much better idea of what they look like, especially with these items. So the items you're looking at now, every single one of them will have these lights. So they'll be on and off, and also on a they do come in timer as well. So every item, almost every item, not the very small ones, but the majority of them will have an automatic timer on them. Thank you very much, Patrick. There we go. And last for Christmas ranges, we've got our selection of gonks. So these are the big boys, giant wobbling ones, and we also have a range of door stops as well. So these are, we really try, there's a lot of cheap gonks out there, and we really try to keep the quality. So using really nice fabrics, quite detailed, little features like having the wire effect through the arms and the hat. So you're able to amend it to be able to wave and do little things. Little gestures. Yeah, so there's a nice little range there of all different gonks. So they've been incredibly popular over the last couple of years. So the trend surely will be keeping for next year. And also, while we're on gonks as well, I believe what Wazzy's about to show you is what has been our most popular items of for Christmas. And these are just very quirky little gonks on springers. So these could hang on your Christmas tree or on a light fitting. I don't even know where people hang them, but they've been really, really popular. And again, we'll be able to do a little merchandising unit for these, the same sort of display as the umbrella stand. Back. Okay, so this is our Christmas range. So obviously it's a decent range, but this is our first year for Christmas, so it's a nice collection of items, but we really want to go big in Christmas going forward. So we're taking all pre-orders now, and we'll be delivering Christmas by the end of August, or early between start of August and end of August. We'll be delivering and rolling out all your Christmas orders. So yeah, taking Christmas now, orders Christmas now, and we're developing a lot more in the future as well. Okay. Any other questions from you?
There's been a lot of praise for the range.
Oh, good.
We're giving Mary a headache in how she's going to fit the whole showroom into her little store. Vintage things have gone down very well. You might have some interesting hedgehogs too. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't really mention too much about the animal sculptures. I think people generally know Primus predominantly for male animal sculptures, but hopefully you can see from a showroom tour we're a hell of a lot more than that now. There's we started with animal sculptures, and it's still a big part of what we do, but there's a lot more that goes on behind the doors of Primus. So hopefully this has given you really a good insight to what we're all about and all the things that are available to offer to you guys.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time? Okay. Perfect. Well, that does conclude Primus tour. But Ian is back again for another mention, another comment. I'll pass you over to Ian Deneker.
Hi, everyone. Everyone has enjoyed our talks.
I think there is
feedback that anyone wants.
There is
a couple of questions just to go back over the hedgehogs and feathers that a couple of people have missed. We've got time to squeeze them.
Of course we can. No problem. Okay. So we have still got a big range of metal sculptures. So we've got the obviously the hens and chickens, which I'm known for. New pheasant design this year. The fox, which has been incredibly popular for us, and rabbit. And as Mary mentioned, yes, we have got the hedgehog designs. So we have newly designed. Okay, this has been on range for a little while. We've designed a small version, very cute little hedgehog, which is just landed in stock. And then we have a few more designs as well, which are coming in from the start of August. So they're not here now, but we're taking pre-orders on for them. But there's a nice range of hedgehogs now. So now you can, rather than just having one isolated design, you can build your own little hedgehog family in the back garden. I think the other one was feathers as well. So I'll show you a close up of how feathers was looking. So the other feature I didn't mention is the fact that he wobbles as well, which is it's a nice unique product. So he's probably about 50 centimeters high.
It's taller than me then.
It's much taller than Pat, yeah. Patrick size he is. Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we kind of?
I think we've got a few people to get back to separately with availability and to show some of the ranges, so that's good.
One thing I will mention, we no customers might be wondering when they can see Primus again. And not obviously the whole of Perry's showroom's open, so this is kind of the first look at them. But if you want to see something in person, book a visit. We can even post a link to the meeting, the visit request in the chat. So hopefully you guys will be able to do that and submit a request, and then you get a 2-hour time slot. We'll show you around in any time that you want us to. And the other thing as well, for future shows, the next time, hopefully, fingers and everything crossed, we'll be at Glee this by the end of the year. So that's from the 11th, 12th of September. So we've got a big stand we've out there, and hopefully making a big impact. So you'll be able to see all these ranges and even more that we're developing. So this is just what's here for this year. We're already working very hard in the background for 2022's ranges. I did mention about the Heracles gardening tours, that will be featured there as well. So from September onwards, you'll be able to pre-order those ranges, and there's a lot more that we're developing too. So I think that's me anyway. So if Ian's got any more to add, the competition we want to talk about. Do you want to mention the competition?
Your best place to mention that.
That's fine.
How are you going to draw that?
Yeah. So we've been saying everybody that joins us in any of our lives today, there'll be in a chance to win a £100 voucher to spend anything off Perry's. So that's 3 vouchers we're giving away, 1 for each of the live events. And in 30 minutes, well, actually, it's not 30 minutes. I don't know what time it is now, but at 3:30, Ian will be on live again and do a pull-out hat for 3 winners of that £100 voucher. So if I don't know what time it is, but in 3:30, tune in again on this channel, and you will be able to see the winners of those free £100 draws. That's it for me.
Okay, that's great, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for everyone for visiting us today. To what is he? Is interrupting, waving? More questions? What's he?
We have one question. If you are at Glee, does that mean you are not at the autumn show in Birmingham?
That's correct. Yes. So one of the others, so close together. We're always at Spring Fair, obviously aren't this year, but we decided to do generally 2 trade shows a year. Spring Fair is a big one at the start of the year, and towards the end of the year, Glee is our big one. So it's kind of one or the other. We decided we're going to be going for Glee and doing that in a big way. But obviously, if you aren't able to attend for Glee, our showrooms are open for you. As long as there's no more lockdowns, then you can come and visit us anytime you want.
And if you're going to Autumn Fair and you're not going to Glee and we're not there, we're about 25 minutes away from the NEC. So yeah, if you've got any spare time, you can come and have everything on your doorstep first hand to come and visit us. Yeah, doors open, COVID safe. So thank you for everyone for visiting us, joining us on our first day Facebook Live. We will be doing a draw shortly to thank everyone who joined us today for the prize draw giveaway. Any other questions, keep throwing them in by email, by Facebook. Hopefully you found it interesting and informative more than anything else. Get to learn a bit about us and where the range is and the different parts of the business are going. And I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon. So thanks again, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye.